Returning to the Coin Series channel brings us joy. Request from viewer is, who is your favorite CEO and who is the best coin for you? You can also comment your opinion. Thank you to all the subscribers of our Coin Series. Who came to our channel Coin Series? You will always be info with the latest Coin Series news. Number 1, CEO Brad Garlinghouse XRP and Ripple. Number 2, CEO Grayscale SEC. Number 3, CEO JP Morgan Bitcoin. Number 4, CEO Brian Armstrong Coinbase. Please like my video and subscribe my channel. A well-known XRP user recently shared an intriguing price prediction chart, suggesting that XRP could see a price jump to over $100 soon. So bold of you to say that. Got it. Upon my most recent examination, the graphic possesses an impressive 234,000 views. Investors in XRP seem to be very optimistic about this potential price hike. In theory, though, I think XRP may reach such heights, especially with broad adoption and enough international financial backing. A great deal of disagreement seems to have been sparked by the midterm projection. I felt compelled to mention Jim Cramer's recent Bitcoin split. Just 1 week ago, he was very bullish on the cryptocurrency's growth, and now he's predicting a steep collapse. Strangely, he seems to have little evidence to support his ideas, and they can shift so quickly. His forecasts are off and off, especially at pivotal points. I've observed this trend, which is often referred to as inverted Cramer. Although he does occasionally make correct predictions, you should nonetheless treat his forecast with skepticism. When Jim Cramer makes a claim, I can't help but consider doing the exact opposite. The banking industry is used to this kind of thing, even if it's unique. Now we may shift our focus to Il Capo, an influential figure in the cryptocurrency market. Is anyone familiar with his name? This person's influence in the Bitcoin sector is evident from the fact that they have an astonishing 793,000 followers. On the other hand, his fame has not been free of criticism. This is how I feel about Yukako. Having watched him for a while, I don't have anything personal against him. But when it came to his insights, I wasn't always the most attentive listener. This is all that has passed. His reputation in the cryptocurrency world was already rather high when he was just a few years old. Remember how El Capos lost no time claiming credit for this insight during the market upheaval around the Terra Luna incident? Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies dropped in accordance with his predictions. But I don't trust his technical analysis, because I think this drop was brought about by unanticipated news stories. Had such events not transpired, his predictions may have been more precise. I believe I made a comment about this on my channel at the time. Remember when Il Capo boldly claimed that Bitcoin will fall below $12,000 in early 2023, when it was still hanging above $16,000? Some of you may remember that. He persisted in predicting a market turnaround at different periods throughout the year, regardless of how far the market fell following the FTX catastrophe. Still extremely gloomy, Capo has predicted future lows for Bitcoin, with a support level of $30,000 to $31,000, even though the price is moving near to $50,000. Fascinatingly, due to the immense attention he is receiving, his constant predictions are leading some investors to make hasty judgments. One of his posts got 1.3 million views, which significantly impacted market sentiment. Is the number of investors that sold their altcoins to purchase Bitcoin something you are aware of? In the Bitcoin sector, this kind of fear of missing out, FOMO, behavior is common. Due to this, I've always stuck to a personal rule: once I put money into anything, I don't ever sell it to follow the next trend, particularly if that trend involves a significant price hike that I find unappealing. No matter how much I desired to, I would never transfer funds from one investment to another. A longtime member of the XRP community thinks it's a bad idea. Fluent in cryptocurrency and has been trading since 2011. Was smart, cautioned against hastily abandoning altcoins in favor of Bitcoin, and forecasted a fantastic comeback for Ethereum and other altcoins. My views are congruent with his. Altcoins frequently reach new heights regardless of Bitcoin's success. When compared to the prior market cycle, altcoin's 2017 rise was somewhat muted. But there is still a chance. On top of that, Xrp is developing developer engagement and has practical uses. No apparent reason has been advanced to explain why it has not gained much traction. Though the market is scared right now, I am still hopeful. If you're worried about losing sleep over the uncertain economy, my advice is simple. Remember the broader view. No matter how much our net worth changes, this technique works for Bitcoin and equities if you have faith in the future. A short-term drop shouldn't hurt your Bitcoin holdings too much if you're like me. Before you invest, be sure you're convinced of this asset class's enormous potential over the next decade. The keys to investing, especially in Bitcoin, and enjoying peace of mind are being well diversified and having a long-term outlook. No matter how bad the market gets. Having a diverse range of reliable income streams gives me peace of mind. If you are feeling discouraged, remind yourself that market cycles are just that, cycles. No matter how terrible things become, it won't last forever. Cryptocurrency, and Xrp in particular, has a bright future if we can see past the present chaos and accept that market recovery is inevitable. Consistent with this view is renowned Xrp chart analyst, too. Greg Crypto isn't just hopeful, he believes with absolute certainty that Xrp will soon rise in value and go beyond $1. Although I am not one to wager on market forecasts, I find Greg's projection that Xrp will hit $1.20 to be really plausible. This is proven by the deluge of remarks that have filled my comments, which include a mix of excitement and fear. Greg, who also mentioned the shift in investor sentiment in his most recent post at 12:32 in the morning, confirms that I am not alone in this observation. You can always tell the mood of the market just by looking at your social media feed. In these kinds of situations, keeping calm is absolutely essential, and I don't get why people get so anxious. For example, Greg, who thinks similarly, maintains his bullish outlook on the $1.20 objective and employs an uncomplicated yet efficient strategy. The cliché "don't F this up" applies here, with the cryptocurrency market being so volatile. It's best to purchase, hold, and wait. Ex-Goldman Sachs executive and Xrp fan Raoul Pal has announced his positive view on the cryptocurrency, predicting its value would go above $10 in the long run. His thoughts are greatly appreciated because of his extensive background. Revisiting Greg again. In order to drive home the message that Xrp is resilient, he highlighted the fact that the price is getting solid support from the yellow channel, which is promoting an upward trend with stable lows. Greg, who was one of the analysts who correctly predicted Bitcoin's rise to almost $50,000, is enthusiastic about the cryptocurrency and advises the Xrp army to be hopeful as well. However, he does acknowledge that volatility and emotional reactions are part of the game. Amazingly, he was able to anticipate such large market fluctuations prior to the halving, which speaks volumes about his track record. Experts are increasingly forecasting that Bitcoin's value will soar to new heights. My hopes are crossed that this time the general opinion is right. While you should hold your hopes high, remember that the predictions made by experts aren't always spot on. But like many of you, I'm holding out hope for the best. Perusing the specifics. Here we have an article from last summer penned by a well-regarded expert who, among other things, believes that Bitcoin is close to breaking price records. The growth of Bitcoin was accurately foreseen by this analyst. Experts whose work I follow are in agreement that we are on the verge of experiencing levels never previously experienced. Going back to Bitcoin to see if this consensus holds is something I'm really looking forward to. We can delve into the details with a full-screen chart. When Bitcoin was around $17,000, only a small number of individuals predicted that it would reach $48,000. Now, it appears that we are only at the beginning of a 12 to 18-month upward trend. The number of respondents who believe it will surge to $80,000 to $100,000 has dropped even further. Some have speculated that Bitcoin might fall to $30,000, following a similar pattern to a previous cycle that dropped the price to $20,000. The objectives, however, are even more ambitious this time around, with a tenfold increase from the previous top of nearly $200,000. Bitcoin fans should relish this exciting moment. Just so you know, I have no formal training as a financial planner. Any and every content in these flicks is presented solely for entertainment purposes. My constant message to viewers is that they should never make a financial decision without first conducting their own research and consulting with professionals. Your visit is greatly appreciated. If you found the video enjoyable, it would mean a lot if you subscribed and gave it a thumbs up. Until we meet again, goodbye.